Essential Stencils, Joanne here. I go by GIGI'S Custom Wood Sign.
Wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me?
And I want to thank you so much for your amazing stencils. Since I have started using your stencils, my business has grown so much. I make router custom wood signs, so hang on and I'll show you what I can do with your amazing stencils. I use flat black primer and I spray them on your stencils, and I've had them for over a year now, and they have been very durable. I recommend them to anybody. You just take the stencils off and look how beautiful. But what the real beauty is after I router them, you will see what an amazing sign this is going to be. Okay, I got it all carved. See, it's a long name, Kilpatrick. So remember, flat black primer, and you're just going to do short little spurts. You can use paint, but it's real hard to dry. So the flat black primer, it dries really quickly. But you're just going to spray all this down. And I'll just come back in a few minutes and show y'all what it looks like, because this is such a long name. I don't want y'all to have to sit here and watch me do the whole thing. So be right back. Okay, we've got the flat black primer all sprayed on it. So this don't take very long to dry, especially today in this Tennessee heat. Like 90-something degrees. Oh, and happy 4th of July, everybody. So after this dries, we're going to sand it off, and you'll see these beautiful cedar letters coming through. So I still have to carve the other side, but as soon as we get it all done, then we will be ready to paint. The customer is wanting some flowers put on it. So let's see what we're going to do with that. Side, home, sweet home. We're going to do the same thing, flat black primer. Oh, and this is what you call inset. I've had numerous people ask me, what is inset and what is outset? This is called inset. The other side, still got to sand it, is outset, where you give it a background to help these letters pop up. So I thought I would tell that real quick, because a lot of people don't know. They're just now getting into carving. So flat black primer. Hang on one second and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, we've got that all sprayed. Won't take long at all to dry, and then we'll get to sanding. I got my palm sander. I use a DeWalt, and then you're going to use 60 grit to get the roughness off, and then 220. Well, praise God, they're mowing. They're weed eating.
Every single day.
Okay, so we're inside now because it is so hot outside. I'm going to try and show you how to stencil. I've only got 25 minutes of film time, so I'm just going to have to paint and edit, I guess. But I'm so sorry. I've got umpteen stencils, and they are a mess. I get these from Essential Stencils. They're usually really pretty, but I don't know what I actually want to put on here. She wanted some color with different flowers. So I've got all kinds of stuff. I mean, Essential Stencils, they come out with so much stuff that you just gotta buy it all. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this sunflower here. So let me put you down. Oops, sorry. Oh, I found my tripod, so hopefully y'all will be able to see. All right, I'm sorry it's backwards, y'all. But I guess what we're gonna do is start with the pea, because cedar is so beautiful, especially after you spray it with, I put polyurethane on it, and it just pops. But they're wanting color, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do it like that, and I use apple barrel. I just use the cheap Walmart paint, 50 cents to $1, just depends on what kind. I use aluminum foil, cheap and thrifty, and you can use a whole lot of paint. So actually what I'm going to do first is we're going to do a shadow effect. A lot of people want to know how to do that. So you just need a little bit of paint. Oh, and these are Essential Stencil Brushes that I'm starting out with. But when you dip in the paint, you don't want to automatically start going on. So this is called offload. Less is more when you are stenciling. Alright. So I've got that on there. I hope y'all can see. Let me see if I can zoom it in. No, it won't let me. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm a pouncer. You can pounce. Or you can do like a swirly motion. Do either way. I really need to clean my stencils. I'm so sorry. But I use them all the time. I know you would save yourself some time if you just clean them when you're done. But I use stuff called Awesome. You can get it from the Dollar Tree. And it truly is awesome. You spray it on your stencils and just let it soak. And the stuff comes right off. But what we're doing right now is I'm going to paint this white, because I like white underneath. Alright. Can y'all see that? See the pretty flower on it? Alright. That's already dry. It's that hot here in Tennessee. It's even hot in my house, y'all. Let me find some more brushes. I've got a lot of Essential Stencil brushes. They come in all different sizes. They're out of them right now. But I absolutely love these things. But for some reason, I can't find my other small one like this. So hang on one second. Let me find one. Well, I couldn't find it, my other small Essential Stencil brush. So I'm just going to have to use this one from Walmart. But I'm using two different yellows. This is a bright yellow, and it just says yellow. One's darker than the other. But what you do is you're going to put your stencil back on. You're going to put it on the exact same spot. But what you're going to do is you're going to move it just a little bit. And then we're going to dip in the yellow. Make sure you offload. You'll see me offloading. Remember what I said, less is more. Alright. And we're just gonna go over this. Now you can tape your stencils down. I do recommend that, but on this particular one, I'm just putting a lot of grip on it. But you just pounce. You've got a lot of paint worked up inside of the bristles. And whenever you need to go and get more paint, make sure you offload again. is you don't want to have paint bleed. You want to have really crisp lines. A lot of people put too much paint on their brushes and then they have paint bleed. Stenciling is so fun. I'm so happy that I found Essential Stencils. I use it on my routed signs all the time, but I started investing in a second set because that way if I need some out in my shed when I'm routering, I don't have to keep bringing stencils back and forth, back and forth. Got you zoomed in. We're gonna put a little small flower on the R. So I've got my white and I've got a coral. This says Flamingo Coral by Apple Barrel. Make sure you offload. Alright. Just hold it down really tight. And I just like doing the pouncing motion. I've got y'all zoomed in, so, or not zoomed in, but moved up closer so y'all could see better. Alright, isn't that pretty? Okay, we're gonna do the shadowing effect on it, but we're gonna dry it with a hair dryer. Just a regular old hair dryer. This one's a Conair. Alright, we are going to line it right back up to how it was. Let me find the little petals. Okay, there we go. Alright, can y'all see what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot it around just a little bit. Find a brush. Well, Joanne, I just had that brush. What did I do with it? There it is. Alright. We're going to dip in there. We're going to pounce. Alright, here we go. I'm just doing the up and down. Some people like to swirl, put on a little small detail like this. I like to pounce. You can use makeup wedges, super cheap from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I use them on really, really small detail. Alright. Oh, how pretty. You see that? That is so pretty. Alright, I'm going to dry it with the hair dryer, and I'm going to go over it one more time with the coral. Doesn't take long. Turn my air off. It is so hot outside, guys. I had to get an air conditioner a couple years ago for our kitchen. Because certain times of the day, it is just miserable. Ooh. I love this coral. I think it is so beautiful. my growth chart sign that I did. I tried to make a video on it, but my daughter hasn't never edited it yet. I don't know if it ever will be. But that's what I used on it, was coral. They didn't like pink. They wanted coral for the little girl's room. For a baby that hadn't been born yet. I love doing little girl stuff too. I've got 2 girls and 2 boys. But they're about grown. My older ones are grown. Alright, look how beautiful that turned out.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time.
Okay, I decided to put one up here on the K. We're going to put it right down here. I'm going to do the white again. Y'all might be able to hear my husband cutting the tree down. We've got a huge tree outside of our kitchen and bedroom. It's that big, the tree is. He's scared, or not he's scared, we're all scared it might fall in on us. Wouldn't that be something? Alright, I got a little bit right there. Normally I use antibacterial wipes, but I can't find any right now. Everybody's still out of them. But as long as you wipe that off while it's still wet, then no worries, it'll come right off. Alright, we're going to put it back on there. And we're going to scoot it around just a little bit. Hang on, figure out where I want to go. Guess right there. And I'm going to do this one in a red. They wanted their colors to pop, and red is so beautiful whenever I spray my polyurethane on it. It's going to make this cedar. I can't wait for y'all to see what it looks like. This brush has some of that coral still in it as well, so that's going to turn out real pretty. You see that? Let me dry it, and I'm going to make it a little bit darker red. Try not to use one that I just used because it's still a little wet and I don't want it to bleed. Alright, we're going to scooch around just a little bit. Oh, that was a lot. Alright, put your fingers, you got to have a firm grip. Oh, that's a lot of paint. I hope I didn't just bleed, make that bleed. I know y'all are bound to hear that chainsaw now. It's loud. But stenciling is so fun and such a stress reliever. I don't know if y'all know, but I've been cleaning houses and offices for 10 years. Don't get me wrong, I love everybody that I clean for. But my signs have really taken off. Look at that. I used a brush that has some green in it, so it's putting some green in it. That's looking pretty. Ooh, can y'all see that? I love that blue. Let's put a little bit more blue on it. That bright blue is so pretty. All right, push it down. But if y'all like my videos, make sure you like and subscribe. I know my routed signs, they take a long time. The videos are quite long on them, and I am sorry. But I am going to try and just do some stenciling videos. Alright. Turn that around. See how pretty? You know what? You can't have flowers. Oops. Can't have flowers without a pretty butterfly. Let's think where maybe we can put a butterfly. Just, here is my beautiful sign. It says Kilpatrick. It is done in Outset letters with a texture background, and I used Essential Stencils flowers on it. And here is the other side. Home Sweet Home. It's got a butterfly from Essential Stencils, sunflowers. But this is called Inset. Thank you, Essential Stencils, for making my business grow. I love and appreciate you so much.